Hi. You guys hear me? Welcome to March's Intro to the Business Zoom call. Is that what we're calling it? I forget. But basically the format of the calls is I take like a few minutes and just show you the resources that are available to you to help you use Love and Share oils on our website, show you how to access them, show you where they are. And then we interview a top leader in the team. So that you can hear different stories and different perspectives and different ideas and tips in the hopes that you can connect with one of us. Because I'm not for everyone. Some of my other leaders, no one is for everyone. But if you can find a leader that you can connect with really well, it can serve as an amazing resource. So, and I also just think our people are incredible and I want their stories on YouTube. Because that's where it will end up being. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. Okay, can you guys see the Frank and Valor website? No. Great. Can you see it now? I hear, okay, yay, okay, good. Okay, so when you go to frankandvalor.com, you're going to click Frank and Valor members only. The password, I do this every time because I'm trying to talk. Hold on. Wait a minute. The password is Frank and Valor. We tried to keep it really easy for you guys to remember. All lowercase, all one word. So this is our members only site. We have this amazing new member basics class now. So from the moment you enroll a new member or your people enroll new members, the very best thing to do is to send them the link to this class. It really makes sharing easy and simple because instead of having to know everything about how to educate a new member, all you need to know is how to copy and paste a link into a message, right? So that is a really powerful resource for you to use to steward your new people. We also have a lot of classes and we're adding anywhere from 1 to 3 a month, just depending on how much time I have. But we've got tons of topical classes. We really recommend you guys, if you want to build your business, have 101 classes in the beginning of the month and then get everyone back again for a focused topical class at the end of every month. It's just a really great opportunity to grow your OGV because people order twice in a month, which is really awesome. And it gets you guys, your people learning about all kinds of different things. And then the last resource we have here are our business opportunity resources. This is where if you're wanting to grow a team and earn income with Young Living, this is where you want to hang out all the time. So just make sure you know what is available to you here. If you want to use it all word for word, awesome. If you want to take some of what we have, download it and tweak it, awesome. If you want to use it as inspiration to create your own resources because you want to do your own thing, awesome. If you don't want to use it at all, awesome, but it's here. And you can use it however you want to use it. One of the greatest things that we've done this year is this business basics training. And this is designed with one thing in mind, you guys, to save you time. So instead of having the same conversations over and over and over with your people that approach you, that want to do the business or want to start sharing, our suggestion to you would be to be like, awesome. Send them these basic training modules, tell them to go through all 5 of them. And then if they have any specific questions after they've taken the courses, to let you know. That way you're not having to repeat yourself over and over. We've got the income disclosure statement. Current month offers is linked right here, which takes them to all of the uses and ideas and benefits of all of the freebies every month. All of our graphics are right here for everything that's available. I really love this resource. We also have Wellness 101 class resources. We have the PowerPoint. We have the 3-month health plan. We have the monthly freebies printable, which I love because you just print it out and have it at your classes. So as your new members are joining with their enrollment forms, you have this right next to them so they know what freebies they want to get. And we have another worksheet, which is a really great resource too. So everything you need to have a Wellness 101 is right here. A link to the other classes here. Monthly sharing resource graphics are here. OGD trackers, rank maps, enrollment forms, compliance help. I keep going. Action step inspiration, and Jess told me to put the March calendar on here, and I didn't do it. She's laughing. And then we have all of these printable and shareable resources. You guys, I get messages almost every other day from someone wondering, do we have anything to send to new members? It's right here. So show your people these things. It makes the business easier and it makes more people want to jump on board. So these are things you can download and send in messages, or download and print at home or through Vistaprint. That's our website. So a lot of really great stuff there. Not everything, because, all roads can't lead to one thing, but really great resource. So that's the end of me. And I'm going to invite Amanda Bertoncini, and I'm going to spotlight her. Look at this pretty face. Look at that pretty face.
Big zoom in on me.
I know. It's like really shocking.
Hello.
I know. I'm sorry. But you look gorgeous, and you're sipping lemon tea or something sweet. So, okay.
In my Young Living mug.
Yes. So, Amanda just had a baby. You go back to work next week?
I do.
And
12 weeks long enough.
Yes. And you are an RN in the ER. So, very stressful job, full-time. And she has another girl too. So she's got 2 babies and a hubby and a home to take care of and other family stuff like we all have. So I just really felt like her story and her perspective would be an incredible resource for those of you that aren't home like I am full-time. That is the majority of our team. And that's kind of the number one thing we hear of why people aren't using their memberships more or sharing oils more, is they don't have time. And I think this is going to be a great video for you to send to those people to inspire them. So, Amanda, hi.
Hi. Thanks for asking me to talk. I appreciate it.
Thank you for sharing with all of us. I'm excited. Okay. So we're going to get into the 5 questions, and you guys use the chat feature if you have specific questions for Amanda as she's sharing. If something kind of comes into your head, type it into the chat and we'll get to it at the end. But why did you join Young Living?
Well, I joined 2 years ago. April next month will be my 2 years. And I joined because, I knew Ashley for many years, and we kind of lost touch for quite a while. We went to different schools, but we were friends on Facebook, and I had personally been looking for something, I didn't know what, but something to help me for about 3 years leading up to that. I had a lot of GI upset and a lot of gastrointestinal issues that left me feeling queasy every day from sun up to sundown. And being a medical professional, I had self-diagnosed myself with a bunch of different things and gone and gotten several different tests done, and there were no answers for me. So I was drawn to Young Living just based out of curiosity of what these essential oils were, what this clean lifestyle was, and I was hopeful that it would help me in my journey to feel better and not suffer from queasiness every day. So luckily for Facebook, and scrolling late at night like we all kind of do, wasting our time scrolling, I saw Ashley and I saw her diffusing oils, and I just simply asked the question of, what are you doing? And do you have anything that could help me in my GI upset? And she said, you need to come to one of my classes. And I did. And I signed up for a kit that night.
Yep, and extra stuff.
And extra stuff. And I never looked back. And that was why I got started, and also the reason why I continued to use Young Living every day and to share with other people, because it changed my life. And I didn't even know that that was possible before I found out that Young Living was around here and with local people to help keep me engaged in it. So I joined April 2017, and I've been preaching it every day since.
I love it. Okay. And you've talked a little bit about how the products changed your life, but if you have anything else you want to share on that, that'd be great. And then what your favorite one is right now. And I always add in the right now because it can change from day to day.
Every day it changes. I know what I should say, and that is peppermint every day, all day, every day. But, I change it up constantly. When I started 2 years ago, I would told you that peppermint and lavender were something I used every day, but I didn't use supplements at that time. I wasn't in a Ninja Red routine every day. So 2 years later, I have a completely different regimen than I did 2 years ago. So one thing that I like to do is I swear by, look, here's her daughter.
Oh, hi. Hey, beautiful.
A little interruption.
I
See,
love
working mom.
Yep.
Daddy, I love you. Mind you, she was asleep, so I love how she finds me first. No, you need to go find Daddy. Go find Daddy.
I want you, Mommy.
Nope, I can't. Give me 30 more minutes. I love you. Go have some lavender. So, what do I love right now? Changes from day to day. I did just have a baby 2 months ago. So the seedlings line is something that I'm using every day that I wasn't using 2 months ago. And I do love it. I do believe that personal care has been really huge for me the last couple months. And rather than saying one product, I have to say a product line. Their personal care products have been a lifesaver for me. With being pregnant, my hormones were up really high, and then postpartum, my hormones were really low. So I needed to make sure that I wasn't using any type of hormone disruptors on my body that were going to exacerbate those extremes.
Yeah.
And there are days, and being a working mom, I work 3 12-hour shifts a week, going back to work next week. And obviously you see I have a kid that is mobile, and then I have one that's not, that just cries all the time. So I'm very busy, and there are days where I walk by my oils rack, and I'll be honest, I forget to use them. I'm, distracted. But the thing about the personal care products is I'm using them every day.
Right.
You brush every day. You put deodorant on hopefully every day. I wash my face every day, and when I'm taking showers and washing my hair, everything I'm using already has the essential oils in it. So I'm reaping the health benefits from that. And in addition, not causing any type of hormonal disruptions from the products that otherwise, if I wasn't using Young Living, I would be subjecting myself to.
Right.
So I love the personal care lines just simply because it becomes so much a part of your daily routine that you don't even realize it.
Right.
And I like the tips of adding some essential oils to your products. And the one thing about Young Living is you're not paying for water.
Right.
So I see our products stretch for much longer than I would expect. Our conditioner, we reconstitute to be half water, half conditioner. We add cedarwood and lavender to our shampoos. I'm currently obsessed with the orange blossom line. Mm-hmm. Because I don't think you can see it here, but I have fabulous skin.
And I was going to tell you, your skin looks really good.
honestly all thanks to that orange blossom. Last summer when it was released at convention, I scooped it up because I have had chronic blemishes on my face since a preteen, where I get like just acne all along my jawline, and it's very distracting, and they were painful. I have to tell you, even with my hormones going up and down with pregnancy and being postpartum, I've had no issues, and I really do believe it has to do with the products that I'm using on my skin.
Yes.
So I love the personal care line, and I've been using a lot of emotional support oils, all those pink and red oil labels that you see on your oils rack. Sometimes I don't even look to see what it is. I just grab it and just put it on myself. If it's red, it's going to help me emotionally. So I've been using a lot of motivation. I wonder why. To get stuff done around the house. Yeah. Acceptance, surrender, because there's a lot of things that, as you go through these different stages in life that you let go of. I've had to let go of a lot of me time recently with a newborn and a 5-year-old. So I've had to surrender to that. So I've been dousing myself in surrender and wearing it as a perfume. So those are some things I'm really obsessed with right now.
Oh, I love it. Well said. Okay. So you talked a little bit about how from the moment you joined, you kind of couldn't keep your mouth shut about it. But how did you really get started with sharing? Was it with your family? Was it with your coworkers? Both? What felt like the most natural way to go?
I really felt that I had to get my family on board first. The first person I had to get on board was my husband. He was very skeptical at first. And once when I told him I was going to get this kit, we were going to try it. I was going to rub peppermint on my stomach and see how this went. Within a week, he was on board. I felt like I had sold him a kit, but back then you couldn't sign up your spouse. But you couldn't. I did the first day that we could back last year, but he was really my first person I feel like I sold the kit to, because he really saw the change in me.
That's cool.
I would make dinner and actually be able to eat it. I wasn't sick by the time of sitting down to eat it to actually turn it away. I was feeling a lot better. So I got my family on board first. My mother, who was going through menopause, my sister, who was planning a wedding, still is planning a wedding, my neighbor, who was having some other struggles in her life. I knew that I had to get them on board with me, because as I started to feel the benefits of these life-changing products and oils, that, I wanted them to feel that same relief that I felt in the struggles that they had. So I signed up in April. In May, I signed up 8 people just because I couldn't shut my mouth.
Yep.
And in June, the next month, I signed up 8 more people. So it became this very natural thing for me to gab the gab. And one thing I wanted to be was genuine. Mm-hmm. I did not want to feel salesy. And that is one of the number one things I hear from my team when I approach them about, joining Young Living and the sharing aspect of it, the sharing opportunity that comes with it, is that they don't want to be salesy. But these people that are around you, they know you, they trust you. And when you're genuinely telling them how you're feeling from these products and how you genuinely want to help them, it's not salesy, it's helpful, and it shows that you care about them. So that was kind of how I wanted to approach it. And thank goodness, I have a lot of people around me who, have benefited from it. And now they're starting to share with their family members and their friends. Yeah. And now we have about 50 people underneath of us because of that. Yeah. And I didn't know that was possible. I didn't know I had that many friends. But it's not who you know. Yeah. It's not who you know, though. It's who they know. So as long as you keep sharing with them and making sure, because being a working mom and having all those other things that we have in our life that we have to devote our time and attention to, is when you show up for your team and you show up for those people around you. If someone comes to you and is curious about it, about Young Living, take the time to speak to them and make that time meaningful, because you are so busy, and you want to make sure that the time you take with them is devoted solely to answering their questions and how you can better help them. It will save you time in the long run. Be present with them when you're speaking with them. And I believe in one-on-ones. I love having one-on-one conversations with people. I believe that yields more enrollers. I believe it yields more people who want to do the business side of it than having classes. And I always offer anyone who signs up with me that I will help teach a class for them, but I'll also help do a one-on-one with them and maybe someone close to them so they can sign up for their first person. And that's been really helpful too, because it's so duplicable that anyone can sit down with a friend and talk to them. Yeah. And it doesn't take anything fancy, but now we have these great resources in our team. When I signed up 2 years ago, I spent a lot of time typing up my own information, typing up my own flyers to hand to people. Now we're so blessed that you, Ashley, and other team members have put their heads together and created these wonderful graphics and this very well-organized website. I mean, guys, it is a no-brainer. It is so easy now. It makes the working moms out there very happy.
Aw, yay!
But one thing I wish I had done when I first started signing people up, those 8 people that first month, the 8 people the next month, was I didn't follow up as well as I should have. And that was one of the key things that I learned very quickly when it came to making sure that I ranked up and making sure that I got a paycheck that covered my oils every month, was that you follow up with newbies. They need that encouragement. They're intimidated sometimes when they get that box.
Yeah.
They're lost as far as, well, I signed up for Essential Rewards, but this catalog has like 600 products in it. I don't know what to pick.
Yeah.
I've had so many people say that I don't know how I could order something every month. I don't think that I could find something to order every month. You can, especially if you take the route that I did and start replacing all your personal care products.
Yeah.
So I think that after you sign someone up, 2 weeks later, you should call, text, message, or even send them some happy mail. There's great things to print off on our website under member resources. And then also I started to carry around the Meet the Premium Starter Kit flyers that you have on your website.
Yeah.
I pulled a page out of Mickey's book and went to the dollar store, and I picked up a $1 large pencil case, and inside that pencil case, I have at least 10 of those little flyers about Meet the Starter Kit that already has my member number on the back, and I will take that little pencil kit out of my work bag, put it in my purse, take it out of my purse, put it back in my work bag, put it in a diaper bag, take it with me. It's so portable. Because when I was meeting people at first, I had nothing to hand to them, and I felt like that, they forgot by the time they got home how to sign up. So this was really great. So definitely follow up with new members, and to encourage you to sign up new members, always have something on you to hand to somebody. They are far more likely to sign up when they don't feel the pressure to do it right in front of you. If they can go home and look at that wonderful pamphlet as to what has to offer to them, and your member's number instructions are on the back, they're going to sign up, and they're going to sign up with you and not feel that the pressure that you might think they're feeling.
Yeah.
But again, genuine, they don't feel that.
Right. It's so true. I love that little tip. That's really good. Okay. So you've mentioned so many great tips. I love everything you're saying, but is there like a tip that you think, or something that really made you launch off and realize, oh, okay, I really want to do something with this?
Yeah. That first paycheck I got, I'm very honest. If you know me, I will speak the truth.
You're right.
Because so much opportunity came from that paycheck. I was able to have guilt-free shopping in my I'll tell you, working in healthcare, there are lots of people around me that have different side gigs, whether it be, any other MLM company that sells handbags or sells leggings or sells makeup. There's always something going around. And every time I would go to sign up for something like that, to buy a handbag or buy leggings, I always felt guilty. I was like, this is just for me. I have other things to be spending my money on for my family. But the one thing about Young Living is that my family benefits from it, not just because a second paycheck comes to our house each month on the 18th, but also because those products in my home, I'm sharing with my family. I'm sharing with those people who walk into my door. They're smelling the oils in the diffuser, and they're getting the health benefits from it too. So I had some guilt-free shopping to do when I got that first paycheck. And that has encouraged me to continue to share, because I can continue to put good products in my home. I can encourage others to do the same. And now it's to the point where I'm walking around and people are texting me like, hey, do you still do oil? So naturally they know that I'm committed to this and I'm going to work with them. So that was one thing, is that paycheck was life changing, and not just because of the money it put in my checking account, but because of the opportunities that came with it.
Right. Yay. I agree. Mine was when my husband said, you want the freebies, you have to cover it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have a lot of people that come to me and say, well, my husband says I can't, order unless I get the freebies covered. I'm like, that's literally the best thing that has ever happened to you, because I retired him because he told me that.
Like, that's amazing.
If he hadn't have told me that I needed to cover those orders, and he could have just let me spend the money and do it anyway, I probably would have never built the business. So it's really all because of him. Okay. And what is we've got like 3 to 5 minutes before Zoom will kick us off, but what is your best tip to get to executive?
Well, I definitely believe that you need to set some realistic goals for yourself and do your best to stick with them. You are human. You will fall flat on your face a few times, and that is totally fine. Just make sure you pick yourself back up. If you need to reach out to a lifeline, reach out to a lifeline to dust you back off. There's so many people in our team that will continue to encourage you. Staying involved with our team through social media, through our wonderful new emails we get every week. Oh, no. Oh, this meeting no longer has a time limit.
Oh.
That's what it says.
They like me.
Let's be a freebie for the month now. But, definitely reach out to a lifeline, and I believe that you should do a rank a year. If you do a rank a year, it is totally doable. There will be people around you ranking up a lot faster and also a lot slower than you. Yeah. But I have set that goal for myself because that's realistic for me, for having a family and working, several hours a week outside the home in a very stressful environment. The first year I did rank up to senior star, and by the end of last year I ranked up to executive, and now my goal is silver. And not only is that going to cover my orders every month, but that is also going to help pay for my car insurance and a car payment every month. And that is huge for us. Yeah. And hopefully one day I'll be able to do what Ashley did, and one of us stay home and be with our kids. You can't ever regret that. Yeah. So I definitely feel like a rank a year is reasonable. And when you fall on your face, you dust yourself back up and have a friend help you with that.
Yeah. The income disclosure statement, if you study it, and if you want to do the business seriously, you study the income disclosure statement. It's just what you do. You kind of learn to know it like the back of your hand. Like, I used to tape it on my mirror. I had it in my car. So I was in, drive-throughs. I would read through it. Like, you just kind of always have it there so you know the track you're running on. But it takes the fastest anyone got to Royal Crown Diamond was 17 months, which is insanely fast. Okay. 6 figures a month in 17 months, but everyone's starting line is different. That particular person started on Instagram with like 30,000 followers because she had been building another business for, 6, 8, 10 years. So, but the longest it's ever taken someone is like 26 years. So
retirement plan. That's my retirement plan. There you go.
To get to Royal Crown Diamond, you need 6 legs, 6 people to say yes to the business. So do you think anywhere between 17 months and 20 some years, you can find 6 people? Yeah, if you don't quit. And I think sometimes people, like you said, they want to rank up so fast and then they don't. And then they're like, well, this must not be for me. Well, then it definitely won't be.
You can't have
right?
that mentality. You can't have that mentality. You have to be realistic with yourself. And that's with anything you do with setting goals is you have to be realistic.
Right.
And if you feel like you're stuck as far as where you want to go with this, again, you reach out to your upline, reach out to anyone else in our team. I mean, we have these great resources that have these wonderful plans that you can fill out with people that you're going to reach out to next and how you're going to rank up, and just continue to follow up with people. But there are seasons of life. You know, I didn't start to rank up to even get close to executive until I had people in my downline that said yes to sharing. Those were people that said yes to sharing a whole year before that, but I was patiently waiting for them to be into that time in their life when they were ready to share. You have to meet people where they're at.
Right.
You know, we all have lives outside of Young Living, and the last thing you want to do is steamroll people and not meet them in the middle, because then they're not going to join you on this journey, and you're not going to rank up without them, and you're certainly not going to be bringing them you're not going to be coming with you if you've flattened them out because you've scared them into thinking that this is too hard, or that, you know, they're not worth your time. They're always worth your time. You just have to meet them where they're at, and then wonderful things will happen.
Yeah. I have people apologize to me all the time, and I'm like, I'm not your boss. No one needs to apologize to me. You guys are independent distributors of Young Living. It's kind of like you have your own business. You don't have to apologize to anyone. This is your journey. Yeah, I love that. But yeah, 6 people in 20 some years, that's doable.
Absolutely.
And how do you find those 6 people? Sharing. Because I don't have my 6 yet. I have 4. So
Share responsibly, though. Make sure that you're not texting people constantly that have given you the cold shoulder. Do it responsibly, because it gives us a bad name.
yeah.
Like I've seen people do it the wrong way. There is a right way. There's definitely that 5-to-1 ratio. If you're sharing on social media, make sure you have 5 personal posts before you do anything about Young Living. When someone's coughing around you, don't just instantly throw them a thieves cough drop and hand sanitizer and then a starter kit pamphlet. Talk to them first.
Yeah.
And that helps you be genuine, because the last thing you want to do is come in too strong, and then people don't think that you're genuine.
Right.
Show them your excitement and be genuine.
Yeah, I agree. That's one of the reasons I think I have been blessed with so many builders is they see me doing it in a way that most MLM people don't. You know, I'm not posting 3 times a day. I don't post anyone else's content. I don't use scripts. It's just all very genuine from the heart. And I'm also vulnerable about my life outside of Young Living. And that earns trust, and trust is really what grows your business.
Yep, that is the truth.
So good, girl. So good. I love your heart. I love your team. I'm glad you're one of my 4 I have. One of my 4 future diamonds, shining so bright.
It's very exciting. This is something so great. I'll tell you what, I've never had so much fun with a group of people. I was always such an introvert, and I've been having so much fun with people and going to our classes and meeting new people. It's been awesome. So if there's anyone out there that's shy, don't be shy. There's nothing to be shy about around here.
That's true. Our crazy will make up for it.
Word.
Oh, okay. Well, there's no chat messages, so you must have been very good.
By the way, look at my girlfriend Tiffany down there working out.
I know. She's bopping on the elliptical.
She's a future diamond. She is a powerhouse. She is killing it. We did a class last month, and she is just such a natural. She's also one of those big-hearted individuals. Find those big-hearted people and love on them. Oh, my goodness gracious. She's definitely one of them.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. All my 4 just love people really well. And they want it bad enough. And that's really all it takes. Well, thank you.
Sweet baby.
I know. So precious. Hi. Hi. Oh my gosh, that sideways wave. Oh my word. Oh. Oh, I love it. Okay, friends. Thank you all so much for joining tonight. And I will get this uploaded on YouTube and put it on Facebook. So if you have any other questions for Amanda, you can put them in the comments there. Thank you, Amanda. You're amazing.
Thanks for letting me speak. I appreciate it.
Love you guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.